Dear Mr. President of the Union of the Arab Banks, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is really a great pleasure to welcome you at this 2013 Annual International Arab Banking Summit in Vienna. As far as I know, it is the third time that ministers of finance and economy, central bank governors, senior bankers, and representatives of the public and private sector from the Arab world have come together to Austria to discuss important issues of the banking and financial sector. Let me give my special thanks to the Austro-Arab Chamber of Commerce and its presidents for hosting our today's meeting. The Arab world is undergoing changes. The political, economic and social transformation is difficult and will take patience and time. We all hope that it will lead to greater prosperity and meet the expectations of the people. The current situation in Syria is extremely difficult. Peaceful demonstrations have evolved into a confessional and civil war, with almost 100,000 people killed and hundreds of villages and cities destroyed, with all its infrastructure and cultural heritage. We, as the international community, have to step up our efforts for a political solution. Austria fully supports the efforts of the United States, Russia, and the United Nations to bring together all the relevant actors at the conference, may it be in Geneva or elsewhere, to agree on a ceasefire and start a transformation process with a transitional government with full executive powers. Although our main focus is on Syria, we should not forget the unresolved question of Palestine. EU High Representative Catherine Ashton has just visited the region. At her talks in Jerusalem and Ramallah, she reconfirmed that the European Union is supporting the efforts of US Secretary of State John Kerry, but she also warned that without the necessary political will for serious negotiations, a two-state solution might soon become impossible. Israel will have to make a principled decision on borders and at the same time stop building settlements. The Palestinians also have to do their homework. The main political camps have to join forces and speak with one voice. Hamas has to commit to a negotiated solution. Ladies and gentlemen, the Arab World Competitiveness Report published by the World Economic Forum and the OECD in 2012 calls the situation in the Arab world a time of opportunities. In this respect, banks play a key role, in particular when it comes to responsible investment into economic activities. Small and medium-sized enterprises and new ventures and projects in the area of research and innovation are key to raising efficiency and productivity that translate into economic growth and employment. From an Austrian perspective, I want to underline that the development of our trade relations with all Arab states in the last years is very satisfactory. We witness an increase in exports as well as imports, and the global economic, financial and political crisis that hit our world since 2008 did not have a negative impact on our economic relations. This is also true for products and services that are not energy related. Let me briefly outline our economic strategy with our Arab partners. Of course, our really excellent political relations should go hand in hand with excellent economic relations. Austria has been a reliable and high-quality technology provider, particularly in the area of infrastructure, railway industry, energy and environmental technology, and Austrian companies are world market leaders in their sectors. Next to the technical cooperation, it is also the cooperation in the health sector. Austria has a long and world-renowned medical tradition and a reputation as an internationally acknowledged health technology provider. An increasingly important area is also the financial cooperation. Austria is open for Islamic banking as well as promoting mutual investments. Due to geographical reasons, a particular focus lies on the Arab countries in the Mediterranean region. It is our very own interest to support political stability and economic prosperity in the region. The European Union has ensured coherent use of all its external relations instruments, in particular development assistance, trade, and mobility of people. A lack of improvement in the living standards of ordinary citizens can become a serious threat to social coherence and may hamper the successful consolidation of democratic transitions. The European Union has mobilized significant funds to address socio-economic challenges. For example, the Spring program with a budget of 540 million euros for the years 2011 to 2013. Our citizens, be it from a European or Arab country, request security and credible perspectives for themselves and their families. This requires appropriate economic development and growth combined with free and unimpeded trade. This is one reason why the European Union wants to conclude free trade agreements with their southern partners. Negotiations of a deep and comprehensive free trade agreement with Morocco started in March 2013, and negotiations with Tunisia are possible this year as well. Preparations with Jordan continue and shall start with Egypt soon. We are also optimistic to reach a breakthrough in the negotiations with the Gulf Cooperation Council. Ladies and gentlemen, civil capacity building is a topic that concerns very much the young generation. In the course of the developments in the last 2.5 years, we have seen a great number of young people claiming their right to a future that is worthy of the name. In countries of North Africa and the Middle East, home to a young population, rich energy resources, and some of the fastest growing economies globally, there is a clear urgency for decision makers to deliver development and opportunities through reforms. There is also a unique opportunity for business, civil society, and governments to jointly make historic gains in crucial areas such as youth employment, transparency, social equality, private sector developments, and infrastructure. Let me conclude by wishing you a successful summit. Civil capacity building is definitely one of the things most urgently needed in post-conflict countries in order to reach sustainable peace and economic development. And I hope that you will enjoy not only being here in the center of Vienna, but also to enjoy to be in Austria generally. And I hope you will feel well in the Hofburg. And let me say again, you're very warm welcome. Thank you very much.